All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm rolling late this morning. Sorry about that. What's going on? Fanon, what's the deal with Clarissa, fake or real? Clarissa Shields is she's a real fighter, but she's a fake ass person. That's the best I can say. Clarissa's trying to, she's trying to be professional. She's trying to market herself. She's trying to do the stuff that she needs to do to become a bigger name, like everybody wants to be. Everybody wants to be the biggest star in the world. So, she's doing what she feels necessary to do that, including stepping on toes, making up bullshit, buying views, starting fake beefs, all of that type of stuff, man. That's the new methodology for being successful on social media, is that you got to be a personality. So you're always trying to keep your name in the newspaper, or you're always trying to keep your name out there. You're always trying to be hot and popping. And I'm just telling you, man, that type of shit doesn't last over the long haul, man. So I think Clarissa Shields I've never met her as a person, but I ain't really feeling her, man. Tell you the truth. The dumb shit outside of the ring, I'm just being honest, man. I don't really feel her, man. Fanon, what up? What up? Coop Conflicts, what up? Black Fonz in the building, what up? On the money line, what's up, man? Big Block in the building, what's going on? I'm sorry, man. For some reason, they're showing on my end. I'm looking at it through StreamYard. I'm seeing like your internet handles and not your actual name. Just do what up, man? How you feeling, brother? Hope you well, bro. Control said, didn't she sign an $8 million deal? I see people saying it's fake. It is fake. Let me tell you why it's fake. First of all, they're biting my material. It's fake because she was already signed with Salida. She signed with Salida for a 2-year, $8 million fight, $8 million. Bro, you already signed with Salida. You're already signed with them. There was no new signing. She said she had instead of saying she signed this contract with Salida, really, bro, you already with Salida. That's why I was like, you're announcing that you just got signed by the people that you were already signed to. That's why I thought people said that's some bullshit. Because it's kind of like me coming on a YouTube channel and saying, hey man, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm about to start it. I got a really big announcement. I've got a new YouTube channel called Fanon International Boxing. That's my new YouTube channel. Come see me right here. That's my huge announcement. So yeah, people are like, that's it. And she said she got $8 million over 2 years. If you fight 6 times, what is it? A 2-year deal for $8 million or something, like $4 million a year. So she's saying that she's getting like Amanda Serrano money. Because I think that's what it is. This view is hard to get used to. Oh, my bad. Yes, because you're looking on your phone. I can probably do away with it, but they said that I should do it 2 cent, because there's a lot of people that don't watch it on the broad stuff. They watch it on that. So if you go to your computer, 2 cent, I don't think you'll see it, because there's a lot of 2 cent can see it from that angle. Black Fonz can see it. Jameson Childress doesn't see it like that. I can actually see who's looking at it on their iPhones, and it makes it easier for people to watch it. Sorry, man. Sorry that view is hard to get used to, because I wasn't really. Yeah, it is. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, you're watching that. Yeah, you see both. Oh, you see both. I did that right now. I can show it to you like that. I do believe. You see both angles. Yeah. Anyway, let me get rid of that one for me. Yeah, but they say I got to do it now because seriously, man, it's like it allows more people to see it. Where I wasn't doing that before, go to your subscription, Jay, and click on the other video. Yeah. Some people like to watch it in that profile setting, man. But man, let's get into Errol Spence Jr., Vergil Ortiz. You guys are crying about the fact that Vergil Ortiz may consider fighting an Errol Spence. And Dan Rayfield, Fat Dan Rayfield, I'm going back to calling you Fat Dan, bro. You getting on my nerves, Dan Rayfield. Your ass is definitely funny fucking business, bro. Dan Rayfield, funny business, bro. You think Spence Ortiz is going to happen before Boots Ortiz? I have no idea, but I'm going to tell you this. Jaron Ennis would be better off if he let Errol Spence fight Vergil Ortiz. If he waited one fight. If Vergil Ortiz can beat Errol Spence, that fight is going to be a huge fight between the two, and it's just one fight. Also, if I'm Vergil Ortiz, there ain't no fucking way. I ain't no fucking way. Because there's so much more money in there for Errol. And it's a very winnable fight for Vergil Ortiz at this point in time. It's a big money fight for Errol, who probably doesn't have a lot of fights left. I don't understand why, from the point of view of Vergil Ortiz and Oscar De La Hoya, bro, no way. But you see what Fat Dan Rayfield's doing. Dan Rayfield out here talking about DAZN says that this can't happen. DAZN is going to be pushing really hard against that fight with Errol Spence. Fat Dan, why would DAZN be pushing so hard against a fight with Errol Spence? Errol Spence is a bigger name than Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis combined. But DAZN doesn't want the fight. What the fuck is wrong with DAZN? DAZN wants to continue to charge people more and more money and not get a fight that people would want to see. That shit, why wouldn't you want that? You know full well Vergil Ortiz is not about to fight Jaron Ennis next. I don't care what you say. Why would he do that? What do you mean? It's not ducking. Boots doesn't have a belt in the division, man. Who gives a fuck about this duck shit anymore, man? Let's talk about what fucking makes sense. Fuck that duck talk. That's some ignorant shit, bro. Fuck that duck talk, bro. Whoa, why he duck? Duck. I'm tired of you niggas using the word duck all the fucking time. Why would he duck Vergil? Duck. I'm tired of that duck talk, bro. Stop that shit. Jaron Ennis, I'm a big fan of Jaron Ennis, man. Huge fan of Jaron Ennis. Absolutely believe Jaron Ennis beats Vergil Ortiz. But there is nothing fucking wrong with Vergil Ortiz fighting Errol Spence. Nothing. Just like there's nothing wrong with Jaron Ennis fighting Errol Spence. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Give me this bullshit that, oh, that's not the fight that we want to see, though. What we want to see is we want to see Jaron. Now, why do you want to see Jaron? Because you want Jaron. Eddie Hearn wants Jaron to get the shot at Vergil. He doesn't want Errol to get a shot at Vergil and beat Vergil and then their ass out. No, we want the in-house fight. We want the in-house fight. No, we need an in-house fight. What is that? I don't care. He said the issues have been talking about Boots and trying to paint. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, 2 Cent, I'm not getting into all of that. I don't care what Vergil Ortiz said out of his mouth. I don't care what Jaron Ennis says out of his mouth. I just don't care. Because I can't just keep going from video to video. What did he say? Well, wonder what he said. Did he say this on this date? What did he say on that date? But he said something different on this date. Then that's just not how I can't operate like that. I can't operate like that. I know full well that I can look at these guys and never listen to a word that come out of their mouth. And I can see the mechanisms that are going on. Man, these guys can't make any fight that they want to make at any time, bro. And I just find it funny, man. I don't care if he's inactive or nothing. Who cares? Boots is the best fight to make with Vergil. No, it's not. It's not. It's not the best fight to make for Vergil. It's not. Errol, 2.5 years off inactive, coming off of beating Stream Cart. That's before, bro. He doesn't have a trainer. That's not true. He'll get a trainer. Boots is the best fight to make for Vergil. No, it's not, because Vergil's going to fucking lose. That is not the best fight for Vergil. The best fight for Vergil is what you just described. I'm telling you right here. You made an argument against yourself. You made an argument against yourself. Vergil Ortiz cannot beat Jaron Ennis. Vergil Ortiz is going to get beat up by Jaron Ennis. He's going to get beat up by Jaron Ennis. How is that a better fight for Oscar De La Hoya? I mean, I'm looking at it from Oscar De La Hoya's point of view. Why is Boots a better fight than Errol? From the point of view of Vergil. How is it? He's going to lose that fight. And he's not going to make a lot of money for losing that fight. That's why Erickson Lubin said what Erickson Lubin said. And man, I'm not fighting him on no voluntary shit. You better get a mandatory. But that's okay. I don't mind, bro. I want to don't get me wrong. I want to see that Jaron Ennis Vergil Ortiz fight. I definitely do. But man, I'm done with all this fucking duck talk. Seriously, man, because the boxing fans call everybody a duck. Every fighter is ducking every other fighter, bro. Ever since people caught goddamn, what do you call that shit? Like duck, they caught the duck virus, bro. Y'all caught the bird flu. Like everything has got to be a duck anytime and how many times are you going to sell the line that somebody is ducking somebody and completely ignore the fact that number one, the job is to make as much money as you can. And Jaron Ennis versus Errol Spence Jr. is a much bigger fight than let me put it this way, any fight with Errol Spence is a bigger fight than any fight with Jaron Ennis and any fight with Vergil Ortiz. If Errol wants to give it a go with Vergil Ortiz in Texas and sell out and see if they can sell out Dallas Stadium for a Texas fight, I mean, bro, why would anybody want to stand in the way of that? I mean, unless you say, well, no, Errol, I don't want Errol to get beat up because Errol's been inactive and but Dave, Errol's a grown-ass man. Errol fucking jumped in the ring with Terrence Crawford on it off a 2-year layoff. You know what I mean? So it is what it is with Errol. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Errol, But I'm just saying, it ain't smart for Vergil Ortiz to fight Jaron Ennis right now. It is not. You know what I mean? It is not. And Dan Rayfield trying to bully people into thinking, no, nobody wants this fight. Nobody. Shut your big fat ass up, Dan. I swear to God, bro, somebody needs to hit you in the big ass stomach, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Man, these boxing writers are so beyond what they're supposed to be working on. Now they're leaking information. No, that fight cannot happen. That fight is no, because let me tell you what's going on. But man, y'all niggas be lying. Like, Dan, shut up. Shut up. You guys complained. How many times did these dudes complain about Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach? Like, man, you guys complained about Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach so much that people, I don't want to see the fight. We don't want to see the fight. We don't want to see a fight. We don't want to see Lamont Roach. That's a terrible fight. That's a terrible fight. And 6 months later, Gervonta's ducking the rematch. Gervonta's ducking the rematch. And now Lamont Roach is a world-class fighter, and he's scared of the smoke. Man, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of your back and forth bullshit with this duck shit all the time. Bill Haney need to get a new playbook. Y'all niggas need to go get new fucking lines. You need to get a new writer. Seriously, man, you need somebody else to help you other than your AI script writers, man. Hey, so I remember AB after a Pacquiao fight said to Dan, I know you want cheese on that burger. Come on, bro. You know you want some cheese on that burger. Boots versus Xander or Bakram. Yeah. I'm just telling you, man. I'm a big ass Boots fan, but dude, I rocks with Boots. What up, Rick Tibbs? I rock with Boots, bro. I really do. But there ain't no damn way in the world y'all should be out here blackballing the fact that the PBC is working with this. Did you notice how many PBC fighters were at that DAZN card in Texas? There were more PBC fighters at that card on DAZN than there were fucking DAZN fighters. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, you had you had Errol Spence Jr. and Jermell Charlo out there looking at Vergil Ortiz, looking at Jaron Ennis. And Dan Rayfield's response is, oh, we can't do that. No, don't let the PBC live. No, we're trying to kill the PBC. Don't let them pill. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, dude, I don't want to see it either, but who cares? For some reason, I can't see everybody commenting. Oh, I don't know. Can anybody see anybody? Oh, hold on. Where did that shit go? Oh, here, let me put it up here. Can you see that? Exactly. These aren't even title fights. So what's the beef? Well, the beef is that these guys are not going to get paid off the. They're not going to get their money if Errol Spence fights. If Errol Spence fight to Vergil Ortiz, they're not going to get their money. They're not going to get a signing bonus for getting that fight done. They're not going to get a check on the side, bro. 2 chats, one a mobile link, one on the other link. PBC fighters trying to get fights and not PBC fighters trying to get fights and not in-house fights. I mean, look, bro, they're going to get in-house fights. I don't think there's any. Look, man, the way boxing's going, there's not going to be much of an in-house. Like, to tell you the truth, bro, there's not a lot of in-house fights going on. I don't think most of the PBC fights have not been in-house lately. They've been doing business with Top Rank. They're doing business with Golden Boy. Matter of fact, that was a PBC fighter that was fighting on the Golden Boy card. I've long said, man, that Oscar De La Hoya should go back to working with the PBC. Really. If Oscar De La Hoya wasn't being such a shithead during the time that they were working together and making so many rookie mistakes, bro, Golden Boy was the biggest thing going in boxing. It's just that, the egos, those guys' egos clash. Oscar's got a big ass ego, and Floyd's a fucking biggest ego in the world, bro. Like, his ego is so fucking ridiculous, dog. Will you stop that tacky shit with the money, man? Like, bro, you're 50 years old. There's no reason for you to be sitting there with stacks of cash, man. And I don't even believe those stacks of cash. Why are you standing with those stacks of cash? No, it is not a new setup. No, it is not. You just watching it on your phone. So it is being simulcast in both portrait and vertical and horizontal. I think that's what it is. I think that white stuff got a little bit of it did for sure. But no, seriously, I think those guys' egos are a big problem, bro, in business. Egos can be a tremendously impactful. Good morning. What up, Kurt Hurd? How you feeling, brother? Good to see you. It's always good to see you, man. So I don't mind it, man. I mean, look, I'll take whatever happens. I'm just glad that the Errol Spence retirement shit went out the window. Because if you know what I'm thinking, these guys don't fight pretty soon. It said Fax Fanon, that's an obstacle. Attitudes. Yeah, he's got a terrible fucking attitude. Like, no joke. That shit happens on a lot of levels, bro. Turkey Al-Sheik's attitude is fucking himself up. Like, you know what I mean? These guys arrogant. They're so fucking arrogant. It's otherworldly, man. Like, there's a lot of people. Zachariah said, when sit fans go from watching fights to trying to control every aspect of the fight, you need to sit your ass down and enjoy the fights. It can be made instead of crying all the goddamn time. It's fucking ridiculous. Exactly. Let me repeat this. When fans go from watching fights to trying to control every aspect of the fights, y'all need to sit y'all asses down, enjoy what fights can be made instead of crying all the time. I agree. You know what that's like? It's like, no, I don't want the Bulls to play the Celtics tonight. I don't want the Bulls to play the Celtics tonight. I want the Bulls to fight I want the Bulls to play. They need to play the Lakers I want to see them play the Lakers tonight. I want to see them play with the Lakers tonight, mommy. I don't want to see them play. But it's on the schedule, baby. It's on the schedule. Not every basketball game can be the Bulls versus the Lakers. We can't do that, baby. We can't do it every. Y'all sound like some fools. Like, no, every fight has to be the best fight possible. That's never going to happen, bro. That is never going to happen. Turkey Al-Sheik blocks fights from being made that he doesn't want made. Al Heyman will stop fights from being made that he doesn't want to have made. Bob Arum will stop fights from being made that Bob Arum didn't want to have made. That's what's going to happen, bro. You got to have so many different people come together to make a single fight happen that you putting all the pressure for the fight happening on one in particular boxer is just bullshit. Well, if the fighters really want it, if the fights will happen. If the fighters really want it, everybody else will lay down and give the fighters what the fighters want. Like, why don't I believe that shit? There's some reason that shit don't make a lot of sense, bro. All the video game guys are unreasonable with matchups. Yeah, exactly. It's like when they got to the point of saying that Gervonta Davis should not fight anybody at all. It was the choice was Gervonta fight Lamont Roach or Gervonta Davis fight nobody at all. Those were the two options. Those people chose for Gervonta Davis to not fight anybody at all. Man, you cannot make up this shit. Do you know how incredibly biased you have to be against somebody for you to say, I don't want him to fight anybody at all? I would rather him not fight anybody at all than fight that guy right there. But at the same time, you say, I want him to fight 3 times a year. Gervonta Davis is inactive. He does not fight 3 times a year. But I would rather have him fight nobody other than fight the guy that is available for him. So no, I don't want him to fight at all. That's what they said. That's the argument that these guys came on my channel with. That they would rather see Gervonta Davis sit at home and do nothing than fight Lamont Roach. How in the world is that a boxing fan? How is that a boxing fan? When you're telling me you would rather, you're perfectly okay with everybody else in the sport fighting whoever the fuck they want. But Gervonta is the guy that cannot fight anybody unless he fights exactly who you want him to fight. And not only does he have to fight exactly who you want him to fight, he has to go to the network that you want him to go fight on, and he has to sign the deal with the people that you want him to sign a deal with. That's not realistic, okay? That's not a fair standard to hold anybody to. None. Nobody should be held to that standard. So, please stop paying attention to these guys. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I got to pull up this new Clarissa Shields. I'm just telling you, man. But look, I'll put a link in the chat in case anybody wants to hate this morning. I have anything you guys want to talk about, you put it in the comment section. We can chop it up about anything. I don't think they said they don't want a fighter. They want a modern slave or a do-boy. What they want is they want people to make the fights with the guys that are going to give them a kickback for the fight being made. Yeah, Clarissa says she's past it now. Layla Ali is just doing hate documentaries. I'm past it. I'm not trying to make that fight anymore. She doesn't want to fight. And she just does hate documentaries. Meanwhile, Clarissa, you got busted buying views. Clarissa Shields got busted buying views for this woman that just makes hate videos, hate documentaries. She didn't make no hate documentary. She beat the shit out you, lady. That's what she did. Because you guys want this YouTube smoke. And she said, look, I got smoke for you, man. I don't want to see the fight either. I want Errol to get a tune-up. But I don't think the Errol thing is real. Did Errol get in the ring? Jerron got in the ring. Errol didn't get in the ring. Errol went back to the locker room and shook his hand in the locker room. You know? But, look, man, I don't think Errol was right for that fight, really, with Terrence. I don't. And Vergil Ortiz ain't Terrence. You know what I mean? But he ain't gonna be no other 3 years. He's gonna be 40 years old by the time all that shit pops off. Main Man said Clarissa had Bill send his bots over to bot her views. I mean, you know what it is. I'm so glad that people are seeing that now. I'm really happy that people understand that that's what's been going on with a lot of these guys. And I don't know how many people are actually convinced by these people, because I think they got so many bots that I don't really know how many of you guys are really real people. I'm just being honest, man. That's why I always looked at YouTube like I'm looking at this camera. The only person I'm talking to is a person on this camera, and I don't know whether or not any person that types their name is a bot or otherwise, unless I have a long-standing relationship with them. Troy Hutch said, I agree, Mr. Martin. I hope EJ get a tune-up at his best. I know he can whoop all these guys at 154. I mean, Errol's a terrific fighter and a hell of a fight, exciting fighter at that, man. The fight is going to be fun as shit watching Errol Spence fight. But I do agree with Rocco McBride. I absolutely think he needs to be sure that he's 100% back. He's all the way healthy. And you know what it is, man. Errol's a rich dude, and he's probably taking care of his money. Don't like to spend too much. We'll see, but I like to see him because everybody was spreading the rumor that he was retired. And I looked at all of his public statements, and I haven't seen anything where that's been the case, man. Hey, Control said, I don't care. I still want to see the Bud Spence rematch. Honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not a big fan of Bud, bro. That Bud shit is so that Bud promotion, ongoing Bud promotion is so lame. Like, bro, they are obviously trying to make this man a star, bro. The man is not a star like that, bro. I'm going to have to watch the replay. I'm rebuffing every 50 seconds. Have a good day, Martin. Sorry for your loss. Stay solid. Is anybody else buffering? Sorry, Kurt Hurd. Man, get back with you, man. I agree with that first, man. Let Errol crush a can first. Yeah. God, dog, can we get an easy-ass fight out of Errol? I'll foot the bill, bro. If I had the money, okay, no buffer in there. Okay, cool. I don't want to see your butt in spin. What is that? I do not want to see Bud and I think you're saying, hold on. I don't want to see your butt and Spence rematch. The Bud and Spence rematch. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's necessary. It's not necessary. Honestly, bro, you know what I want to happen? Can I tell you like a real bad secret that I have? I want all these steroid cheaters. I want all these steroid cheaters to get caught. I want them all to get caught. I really do. I want all these steroid fighters to get caught. I want clean fighters to get their opportunities, and I want these dirty, obviously juiced up fighters. Just fucking retire, bro. Just fucking retire, bro. I will never respect you, bro, because you're juiced up, dog. You're juiced up, dog. You know what I mean? You can sit there like y'all can sit there and you can look at your camera and people can take pictures of you and ask you for autographs and you can feel all important and shit. But, bro, you're a fucking cheater, bro. You're a fucking cheater, dog. You're a cheater. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to every one of you guys that are out there doing it. Y'all are cheaters, man. And I don't respect you. I'm just telling you. I don't respect you. I don't respect people that put on 50 pounds of muscle in a year. Okay? If there was a fighter that was out there putting 50 pounds of muscle on in a year, I don't respect that, bro. I really don't. I don't. So there's no legacy for these niggas for me other than you're a fucking cheater. I'm telling you, man, like Barry Bonds, dog, Barry Bonds, they can say whatever they want to say about Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is a fucking cheater. Marty killed it playing Conti. Says he gets exemptions from VADA to give his fighters certain things. Marty killed it playing Conti. Says he gets exemptions from VADA to give his fighters certain things. I wouldn't be surprised at all that VADA gave him exemptions. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Victor Conti set up people and made Victor. I'm telling you, I'm just being honest with you. I would not put it past Victor Conti to have framed Ryan Garcia for PEDs after that fight. And I think Victor Conti probably went both ways. He probably both set up fighters that were innocent and he let other people clean. He let other people go and got people through that were dirty. And I'm never going to respect anybody that worked with him in that regard. I'm sorry, you're a fucking cheater. Before these guys fight, they're looking like linebackers, man. Yeah, Ken Griffey used to. That's one of the reasons I didn't fuck with Barry Bonds. Because look, Ken Griffey was a great fighter, great baseball player, but he never juiced. And his body started breaking down and he started having injuries and all kind of problems. It wasn't that he couldn't hit home runs and all that shit. It's that he got older and he got all kind of injuries and his career went naturally. Meanwhile, Barry Bonds just kept getting bigger and stronger, bigger and stronger, bigger and stronger till he's like fucking 40 years old, bro. And then it comes out later that he's juicing. That's why he doesn't get any respect, bro. So as far as I'm concerned, you guys are just a man for the minute. As soon as you retire, I'm telling you on this channel, I'm going to call your ass a cheater because that's what I think you are. I don't have more respect for one guy's career than the other guy's career. I don't. Juan Manuel Marquez, I believe with all my heart, Juan Manuel Marquez cheated Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao was cheating Juan Manuel Marquez. I'm telling you, I believe that. I believe Manny Pacquiao was juicing up a fucking storm, and that's how his gas jumped all those fucking weight classes. That's what everybody believed. Okay? That's what everybody believed about Manny. Then Manny got off that shit when he got to a certain size and his knockouts went away. Once he got that pressure on him about that stuff. So you guys can say what you want about certain people, and I'm not even going to say your name. But bro, you know you cheating, man. I know you cheating. Everybody knows you're a fucking cheat. People say that about you on a regular basis. Like, yeah, you a super great fighter, but you're a cheater, man. Yeah, you've got all the skills in the world, but you cheating. Just like Clarissa Shields is a cheater. When you buy views, you're a cheater. Clarissa Shields is a cheater. You can never, ever tell me that Clarissa Shields is not a cheater because I know she cheated. I know she cheated. I can tell you a time when she cheated. She cheated, in my personal opinion. Clarissa cheated when she bought all those damn views to make it look like she had more followers than Layla Ali did. Clarissa Shields in her heart know goddamn well that there was no 1.5 million people that watched that. She knows it. But yet, she's perfectly willing to create an illusion for everybody else where she can act like she really did the most when she knows full well she didn't. That's called being a fucking cheater. Okay? If you're juicing, you're cheating. If you're playing around with people's sparring partners, bribing people's sparring partners, hiring away people's sparring partners, buying people's losses, paying off people so your son can get a win when it was a loss. You guys are a bunch of fucking cheaters, bro. And no wonder you work with Victor Conte, because Victor Conte is a cheater. He was a cheater, an avowed cheater. And no, man, I'm never going to respect your resume, ever. And I mean it. I'm saying that. That's the truth. Try to hit me up with another bullshit letter another bullshit defamation letter. I'm telling you, bro, I don't hold that nigga in high regard. I do not, because I believe that he is a cheater. I believe in my heart and heart that man is a cheater. I believe that with all my heart that man is a cheater. That man was, and that I believe that these people that have been fighting that man have been cheated. So no, man, you guys can talk resume. You niggas are foul people. That's on your resume too. Y'all want to talk about resume. Let's talk about what's on y'all resume. Deborah Booker said, Martin, I just want to give you all my condolences from my heart. You were there for me when I went through my health issues, and I want to say rest in peace to your wonderful father. Thank you so much. Much love in that super chat, Deborah Booker. Thank you for your support. It really means a lot, man. Brew Easy says, sorry to hear about your father. Sending prayers and condolences. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that support, man. It means a lot. What up, Nuke the Duke? Greg said Clarissa was getting put on her ass before she got with Conti. I'm telling you, man, anybody, I don't care if it's Jerron Ennis either. The minute I start thinking that Jerron Ennis is juicing, bro, his career to me is over with. I am absolutely positively not doing that shit. Gervonta Davis is a clean fighter. You guys are celebrating a dirty fighter and ignoring what he does in the ring, how he cheats in the ring. But yet you want to label all kind of accusations you can't back up about Gervonta to tear him down and never compliment him about what he does in the ring. Your boy is a fake fraud cheat. For real. You gonna accuse this man of doing a bunch of shit outside the ring, but know damn well he's a clean fighter inside the ring. Gervonta Davis is one of the few fighters that I really truly believe no chance that guy is juicing. Just doing it off natural talent. I don't believe Terrence Crawford. I'm going to tell you straight to your face. I do not believe him. I don't believe that that was a natural thing that he did. Moving from 135 up to 168, I do not believe that that was natural. I will never believe that that was natural. And neither do you. And neither do you. Okay? Floyd Mayweather Jr., I don't believe he was juicing. I don't believe that he was juicing. I never saw him go through a body transformation like that. I've never seen Floyd go through a bodily transformation like that. I saw Manny Pacquiao go under a bodily transformation like that. I did. His body looked like a different person. Bud Crawford looks like a different person than he looked several years ago. If you go look at pictures of Bud's face 7 years ago, and you look at it now, that does not look like the same guy. It's the same physical features, but he does not look like the same guy. He grew a turtle back and a neck that starts here. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you guys what I think the truth is. And I'm tired of all this make-believe shit. Yes, you do understand it. What do you mean? I understand the suspicion of Victor Conti. I just don't know how you can put that label on him without him popping dirty respectfully. No, I can tell you why I think he's popped. I can tell you because everybody knows that people are getting by those tests. What you're asking me to say is that for me to not believe that there is anybody that is using PEDs in boxing. Let's analyze this with some seriousness because I got time today. I want you to use your brain, Josh. First of all, Victor Conti himself said that there are people that are doping in boxing. Victor Conti himself said that. Everybody knows that PEDs in boxing is rampant. And that people getting by and passing these tests, that it's rampant. That's what we know. So you have to look and say, what do people look like who are on the juice? What are characteristics of people that are on the juice? We know that there are people that are juicing that are not getting caught. So what are the characteristics of those people? How can you look at their behavior and say, oh, they look much more likely to be on it, and these people look less likely to be on it? Well, one of the telltales can be that you put on a massive amount of weight at a late age. Terrence Crawford put on, from what it looks like, about 20 pounds of muscle over the course of about 2 years. Terrence Crawford physically grew out of the 147-pound division at the age of 35 years old. Let me repeat. He grew out of the 147-pound division when he was over 35 years old. Let me explain to you something, Josh. People do not hit puberty in their 30s. No, they don't. It is much more difficult to add muscle in your 30s than it is in your 20s when your body is still putting out all that testosterone. For some reason, Terrence Crawford was able to put on 20 pounds of solid muscle, from what it looks like to me, over the course of 20 years, over the course of 2 years. So the question is it reasonable for me to suspect him? Is it reasonable for me to suspect him? Let's go through it. Terrence Crawford put on 20 pounds of muscle in 2 years. Yeah, he did. He put on 20 pounds of muscle in 2 years. Yeah, he did. He also did it at the age of over 35. Yes, he did. He also works with Victor Conte, who admits that he knows how to get people past those tests. So he hired a convicted steroid cheat, and he has all of the physical things that you would see with somebody that is juicing. You see the increased muscle mass. You see that he doesn't lose any endurance even with that additional muscle mass. It's almost like he was scientifically built into an entirely different human being over the course of a couple years. So the question is it reasonable for me to suspect him? Yes, it's reasonable for me to suspect him. The question is also, is it unreasonable? Listen to this question. Is it unreasonable for me not to suspect him? Watch. Is it unreasonable, not reasonable, for me to not suspect him? Okay? Let me tell you what I mean by that. If my son, if I have this a vape, right? If I have this vape sitting right here, I know I leave it here. Nobody comes upstairs other than my wife. When I get back upstairs, this is no longer sitting there. This is now sitting in her office. Now, is it reasonable for me to suspect that my wife took this and moved it into her office? Yes, that is reasonable. Do I know for sure that she did it? No, but it is reasonable for me to suspect it. Watch this. Now, if I know there's nobody in the house but her, and my dog does not have hands, and the door was shut, is it unreasonable of me to not suspect her? My answer is yes. At a certain point in time, it's not reasonable for you to not suspect that. You are purposely turning a blind eye on what you see. Yes, it is. You are purposely turning a blind eye when you don't suspect people of doing things, when you know full well you've got every reason in the world to suspect them. Let's use, for example, Devin Haney. Devin Haney can put on 20 pounds of weight in a day. So it's unreasonable to not suspect that he is using something to shrink down. He's doing something, and then how does he blow up? He can't just use food. He's got to use it. He's got to use an IV because that's the only way you're going to be able to get that much liquid into your body. So it's unreasonable for me not to suspect that Devin Haney using an IV. It's just the only way it could happen. So what you guys, in order for me not to suspect these guys, you're telling me that they are genetic anomalies. You're just saying that Terrence is a genetic anomaly. Well, damn, how many genetic anomalies are there? How can I choose what's the genetic anomaly and what's not the genetic anomaly? But I'm telling you, you do not see grown men hitting puberty at 35 years old. It just does not happen. No. And you also see that he sometimes it's not a duck. Sorry about that. Devin blows up from water. Yeah. Yeah, just the water. That's all he has. All he has is the water. I got you. We back. We back. We back. Tell me when we back. We back. We back. We back. All right, we back. We back. My bad. I always get this. I hate this shit. I get that all the time. Hold on one second though. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm back, man. All right, there's a link. We've been on here about an hour. If anybody want to chop it up, talk to me about anything. But nah, bro, I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna say it 100 times, bro. Oh, Fanon, I'm glad Mauricio Suleiman from the WBC exposed Devin and said he blew up 25 pounds overnight. That shit ain't normal. Say that was on mute for 3 minutes? Nah, I wasn't on mute for 3 minutes. I would have got more shit on that. I would have got more reaction if I was on there for. Can you run over? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I'll run over it again. All right, so my bad. Look, let me tell you this, okay? All right, I was gone for 5 fucking minutes. That's why niggas dropped off 3 minutes. Oh wow, man, god dang. All right, here you go. All right, now I'm back. Y'all ready? So, what I was saying was the following. It is unreasonable. Like, if you do not suspect Terrence Crawford of using something, you are delusional. Let me repeat this. Okay, my bad. This is what I was saying. God dog, bro. All right, y'all back. Let me wait till cats come back in here. God dang, man. God dang. I hate this mic, bro. I hate this mic. I got to get a mic that don't have this mute on here no more. That shit's fucking my money up. All right, you tell me, right? You back. We still got 300 in the building. So that's the loyals. Loyal people. It's not 300 people is loyal all the time. Few thousand. We got some thousands in the real. Anyway, look. All right, so this is what I'm saying. If you do not suspect Terrence Crawford, listen, if you do not suspect him of it, that is unreasonable. Okay? It's just unreasonable because all of the signs are there. Now, please let me tell you, I am not saying that Terrence Crawford should be punished. I'm not saying Terrence Crawford should be banned, that he shouldn't be able to compete in the sport. I'm not saying that he is not going to get in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is that considering everything that I see, it is unreasonable to not suspect him. Now, watch this. Gervonta Davis. It is not reasonable for you to suspect. It is not reasonable for you not to suspect that Gervonta Davis got anger issues with women. Let me repeat this. I believe that Gervonta Davis has anger issues and that it affects his relationship with women. For sure. You know why I said that? Because I saw Gervonta Davis grab a girl by her collar and walk her out. I saw that. I also see that his baby mama is calling the police on him. I see that. And then there's now some lady that said he did something to her in a club, right? So with all those things said, it would be unreasonable for me to not suspect that he got a problem with women. I don't have a problem with anybody that says you suspect Gervonta Davis of these things. You know why? Because you've seen enough and you've heard enough for him to be suspected. Yes, you have. I don't got a problem with you suspecting him. Just like you shouldn't have a problem with me suspecting Terrence. You shouldn't. You should be like, yeah, there's a lot of shit there. Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, Martin may be wrong, but God dog, you can't tell me that there's not a reason that he believes what he believes. And what he believes is rational and based on facts. It may be wrong, but it's still rational and it's still based on facts. Right? So to say the stuff about Terrence, I'm not saying Terrence should not be able to fight. Terrence should be banned for boxing, that he should be canceled. I'm not saying, yes, we know, oh, that's enough accusations. Terrence Crawford has enough accusations, throw him out of boxing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's a widespread use of steroids in sports and in boxing, and that Terrence Crawford and LeBron James look like poster boys for it. What do you want me to say, bro? I see Terrence Crawford running and he looks like a linebacker. His biceps are separating from his body. You know what I mean? I saw him. He was not that big. He's not that big a guy. He's not. He's probably, but, you know, I definitely get where your logic's coming from. Yeah, that's it. I understand the suspicion, OG. I just can't put that label on him. I mean, you don't have to put a label on him. That's some suspect shit, though. Do you know him? Have I met him? Are you around these people? And I haven't, you're not around any of them. Why the fuck do I need to be around these people? Bro, why do I have to be around these people? If I was around them, I still wouldn't fucking know if they were on steroids, dummy. I could walk around a guy all day and not know if he's a cokehead. How would I know if I'm sitting around with him? You mean, do you think by around him, do you think I live in the house with him? Like, you're not going to think anything's right until you're in the house with him? Like, what am I supposed to know? How around am I supposed to be? I've watched his weigh-ins for the last I've been watching Bud for the last 10 years. I know it, but there's still pictures of Bud. There's still pictures of Bud. We can see Bud. Bud has cameras on his face. What do you mean? Now you're trying to tell me that you got to actually see somebody and meet somebody, hold their hands and walk down the street in a long conversation before you can suspect them of doing something? Exactly. Bud is lanky. That's not how Bud is built, bro. They're just bots, bro. Look, man, I am being reasonable to you. It is reasonable for you, Nick. Let me tell you something. Everything that I say, when I talk about my family, when I talk about these Ricos, right? When I said, look, bro, I got 4 Ricos I put on these niggas. I said that shit yesterday. Y'all came to the chat. You're not doing him any good by allowing him to say this thing. You're just egging him on. This is so sad, right? Oh, the whole 9 about how when I say certain things, how I have to be crazy, right? Here's the thing. I could understand why you would suspect that. When I tell you that, look, bro, nigga, ain't nobody you know bigger than me, bro. It is reasonable for you not to believe that. Because somebody from your perspective, dude, that makes no sense to you. How can this dude be saying and doing the things that he's saying and doing? He's just making this shit up. Why? Because it's reasonable for you to doubt me. Don't get me wrong. I know it is very let me back up. It was reasonable for you to doubt me. It was, because you never saw anything. There's no reason for you to believe me, right? When I told you guys that I went to law school, there was no reason for you guys to believe me. You got a bunch of you niggas thought I was lying. He a liar, he a liar, he a liar. Why? Because you guys probably never met a lawyer before. You had no way to tell, right? So it's not unreasonable for you to think somebody's lying. But once I start roasting lawyers, once I start frying these niggas in your face, it became unreasonable for you to doubt me. Okay? Once I got 4 Ricos, once I told you that I was going to get Ricos, on these people for gambling in sports, when I said that, it was reasonable for you to doubt me. But now that they've happened, we've gotten to the point where it's almost unreasonable for you to doubt me. Because nobody is going to be able to sit up here and say, I'm sick of you. I'm going to get Barack Obama and the Justice Department, and I'm going to get these senators and all these people that we know. I'm going to get these people to put you niggas in jail. I can understand why that was unreasonable until it started happening. So once it started happening, now it's not reasonable for you to doubt me. It's not reasonable for you to doubt me anymore. It's just not reasonable. Why? Because I told you the Ricos were coming. I told you the Ricos were coming. I told you they were coming, and they came. I told you they got one on the UFC, TKO. They got one on the NBA. They got one on the Major League Baseball. And they got one in boxing on Big U. At this point, it's unreasonable for you not to believe me. So let's get back to those things again. Terrence Crawford, in the last 4 years, or in the last 5 years, put on 28 pounds of muscle. He put on as much as 28 pounds of muscle in his 30s. It's not like he's 22 and he went from 22 to 28. No, he was 32 and he went from 32 to 38. But yet his body grew like he was a 60-year-old, like he was a 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's unreasonable for me not to suspect him. It's unreasonable for me not to suspect him. I may not want it to be true, and I don't know if it's true. To be very clear, I don't know if it's true. But if I'm asked the question, it's unreasonable for me not to look at him side-eyed and say, I don't know for sure how you put on all that muscle, but I know for sure the guy that you work with knows how to put that muscle on in an illegal fashion. And the guy that you work with, Victor Conti, said that he knew how to do it and get past the tests. And Victor Conti also works with VADA, who are the people that are testing Terrence Crawford. And I'm telling you, VADA has been shut down. I'm telling you, VADA is going to get shut down. I just want to know how it's not reasonable for me not to suspect him, bro. I don't know. If, like, for me, the way that I act, I'm like, I get wiry. Man, somebody might think, man, that dude's on some, some KOKE, COKE. Because he's all, hey. Nah, bro, that's just how I am. You know what I mean? And if I'm always like that, Martin, just always like that. But if some calm, rational person that is always kind of even-tempered and all that, all of a sudden, let's let his body clear out and see if we can get some of that shit out of Bill Haney's system. Like, for example, the way that Bill Haney, Conti is, Greg Carter said Conti is VADA. That's That's Let me make sure. Hey, oh, man. And by the way, thank y'all for everybody who's supporting in the chat today. Man, I'm having a good time talking to y'all. Anyway, so I'm going to get back on that. Bud, I know you're listening, Bud. I know you people listening. You ain't got no choice but to listen. Hold on. All right, sorry. I got to get some stuff done. For now, my guy, people just hate for no apparent reason, just really ridiculous. The way people think, my guy, just sad, Fanon. Yeah. As a black person, I'll be rooting for Ortiz and Vergil. Will put butts. Y'all finna see competition matters. Oh, man, look, Martin, did you hear about the kid that played for the Cowboys, unalived himself? Yeah, I did, bro. Yeah, I did. Oh, man, yeah, I did. For 9, I'm convinced Bill told Bud you can beat Canelo. You got Snack. They'll help you build to 168. Honestly, man, I think these guys stole that idea. I think they just stole the idea from Errol. That's all they did. They didn't get that idea. They stole the idea from Errol. That fight was supposed to be Errol's fight, bro. I'm telling you, man, I think these guys I don't know. You niggas over here playing cornball games, bro. And you're going to get out of here, bro, for that. You're not a doctor. Fuck off. Okay? I don't mean to be insulting to you, but you're not a doctor. So don't tell me he's got neurological damage. Floyd Mayweather has neurological damage. I don't like y'all putting that shit on people, bro. You don't know that man had neurological. He probably does because he's a boxer. And he was in that terrible fucking art. Yeah, man. Destiny swapping, bro. Look, man, them guys set fucking air. All right, man. I'm going to tell you, I can be a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to tell you something that's probably the chances of this being true are I would say there's somewhere around 2% that this is the truth. But man, I swear, bro, the attacks on Errol Spence's body and on Gervonta Davis's reputation Jamal Charlo's personal life and reputation, Jermel's personal life and reputation. It just seems to me, bro, these guys decided that they were going to go after these PBC fighters and they were going to ruin their fucking lives. And honestly, I really think it's some guys that are some upper level people that think there's some upper level kind of secret society type of people. I think that they think they're like these Illuminati type niggas that, you know, that they try to fix things behind the scenes. You know how they say they got fixers and they're going to fix things behind the scenes. I think that these guys had a plot out there to destroy the PBC by destroying their fighters any way that they could destroy them, whether it's in their personal life, whether it's in their reputations, whether or not they can run a fucking car into them, whether or not they can fucking trip their car and flip their car. Who fucking knows? I don't put anything past these people. I'm telling you, man, I've read so many crazy things and seen so many crazy things in boxing now that I don't put anything past you guys. Because I've seen you guys have run concerted, like you've run orchestrated plays on me multiple times. Like they ran, I'm telling you, on a Scout's honor, bro. These guys, and you saw it when they acted like they sent me some law firm, some shit. What up, So Deep? They try to fake like I got sued. Man, that shit was completely orchestrated between the fucking, in my personal opinion. Nigga, shut up, bro. I'm a cuckoo bird. Yeah, I'm a cuckoo bird. Anyway, and you're a nigga that just literally spent a whole day to wait to talk to me. Seriously, man. You guys cannot do that shit anymore. You just waited a whole day and waited for an opportunity to call me crazy. Everybody with a wrench sees what you're doing. And nobody believes you, bro. Okay? You guys waited a whole day in order to just say that. If I went to members only, you guys would have to pay $5 to talk to me. You guys would have to pay $5 a month to talk to me. And you guys would pay the $5 a month to talk to me just the fuck so you can leave a comment and talk to me. Anyway, let me go back to what I believe. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about it. I think you niggas are a bunch of sneaky cats, Masonic. You prefer Masonic. I don't care. But you guys think that you're powerful people that can make things go wrong in people's lives. And I think that you did it to Errol. And I think you're doing it to Gervonta. And I think you've done it. I think you would do it to Al Heyman if you could manage to get it done to Al Heyman. I think you're terrible fucking people, bro. And I'm about to put you out of here, Greg Carter. And you niggas keep arguing, I'm going to throw you out of here. He said, let him know a cuckoo bird with a shit ton of money. Thank you. A cuckoo bird that will get you flushed. I'm a cuckoo bird that will get you flushed is what I am. But anyway, it's not reasonable for you to doubt me. What else would you like me to do, son? Hey, Bill, we're not going to let any of you California niggas get any weed money for the rest of your life. How about we do that? Bro, anyway, I won't go into that stuff with you guys today. I won't do it. Only thing I want to say is you guys called me a cuckoo bird when I said you niggas was going to get arrested. Your ass got arrested. All right? Bro, you guys are arguing and starting dumb shit. I don't know what you're, Greg. I see you all the time. I'm not going to fuck with y'all. I don't know what's going on. You don't got to agree with me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Greg, tell American Boxing One to get his weird ass out of here. Not you, Martin. Oh, okay. My bad. Whatever. Oh, he was telling American Boxing. Oh, okay, thanks. Thank you, man. I know. But I'm being much more conservative now. Anyway, let's get back on this. Let's get back on how you should reasonably think. Because the way that we can get past these people is if we use logic. Logic will steer you through a lot of things and get you to a lot of answers. Logic can get you to some wrong answers, but honestly, it can get you to more right answers then it's going to get you to wrong answers. And even if you get to the wrong answers, as long as the answer was a reasonable answer, it doesn't matter if it's true or not, if it winds up being the case or not, as long as you are reasonable in what you believe and you had facts to back that up. You should always keep that in mind. So if I wanted to suspect, I cannot say that I know Gervonta Davis would not slap a woman, because I do not know that to be true. And in fact, if you had to say, Martin, do you think that Gervonta Davis is capable of spinning a girl's head over some dumb shit? Yes, I do. Do I think he's capable of doing that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do think he's capable of that. Now, here's the thing. Do I know that he did it? And do the facts that you're laying out in front of me make sense? And the answer is no. Because you guys said that there was a videotape. It's been 12 days, man. 12 days and there's no videotape. There's no national outrage at all. There's literally no outrage at all outside of this bubble of boxing about what Gervonta Davis did to this girl. So what it looks like to me is Jake Paul wanted out of that fight. Jake Paul found a way to get out of that fight and put all of the shit on top of Gervonta for it happening. The only problem is Jake Paul said that there was a tape that he saw. And he said it on Aiden Ross's channel, that there was a tape that he saw. The complaint says that there is no videotape evidence. So how in the world did you get to see it, even though the victim themselves say there's no tape? That shit would have been released. In the same city he snatched old girl up at the basketball game. Now, he definitely snatched that chick up at the fucking basketball game. But no iPhone video of Gervonta Davis sitting there yelling at a girl. Like, come on, man. I'm waiting 30 days. 30 days. I'm waiting 30 days. If there's no criminal charges in 30 fucking days and this shit is only civil, fuck Dan Rayfield. Fuck Dan Rayfield. Fuck Sean Vitale. Fuck all you journalists. Especially Sean Vitale. Especially Sean Vitale. Because Sean Vitale is a fucking hypocrite. And I can't stand fucking hypocrites. Oh, God. Hypocrites are the worst. Let me tell you why your boy Sean Vitale is a fucking hypocrite. A monstrous fucking hypocrite. And all he is Max fucking Kellerman 2.0. That dude is just trying to put a reasonable face on more horseshit. And let me tell you why. I'm saying this specifically about Sean Vitale. Sean Vitale went at Dana White because Dana White wants to repeal the Ali Act. Okay? Just say that's a simple explanation. He's bad because he's trying to rip off fighters. Right? There's legal protections for fighters. Got it? Sean Vitale says there are legal protections for fighters. Dana White, who's getting sued by all these fighters, wants to do the same thing in boxing. And how terrible is that? Because that is taking advantage of the fighters, and we need these laws in place to protect the fighters, right? So Sean Vitale wants Dana White to follow the law that's there to protect fighters, right? Well, there's something called the judicial system that is there to protect people, Sean. The judicial system is there to protect people. Yes, it is. So that they get accused, they get their day in court. That's the law. Just like the Muhammad Ali Act is a law, Sean, so is the rest of the protections when it comes to criminal prosecution, civil prosecution, You have rights as a citizen. You have rights as a boxer under federal law, but you also have rights as a citizen under federal and state law. So I want to know, Sean, why is it okay? Why is it bad for Dana to violate the protections that fighters have in the Ali Act, but it's not bad for you to pull that Me Too movement bullshit on Gervonta and say that because that's enough accusations, and I'm paraphrasing, I feel for the victim. I feel for the accuser. No, sir. The protections are not there for the accuser. The protections are there for the accused. So get off your fucking high hog about Dana White and Turkey Al-Sheikh while your hypocritical ass is over here frying Gervonta Davis for somebody else, for some shit that probably never fucking happened. Because it's very much looking like the shit never happened. If it goes 30 days and there's no criminal charges, because God dog, man, they need physical evidence. That room has been cleaned 15, 20 times by the time that shit comes around. Gervonta Davis doesn't have the right, the presumption of innocence. You want to take away Gervonta Davis his right to a presumption of innocence, and you want him punished for somebody's accusations. That's hypocrisy, Sean. You're either going to follow the law or you don't follow the law. Which law in your great independent wisdom is the one that should be followed? But you don't like Dana White, I get it. Because Dana White is trying to compete against the guys that are currently paying you. Because you're in the Boxing Writers Association of America, Sean Vitale. Yeah, you are. You're the first videographer or whatever it was to be in the Boxing Writers Association of America, which means that you're going to shovel the same group core bullshit that the rest of those guys spread. There may be factions within that organization. I'm sure there are, like there are with everybody. But Sean, you cannot shit on Dana White, but at the same time, just ride with Jake Paul, because Jake Paul has decided after his great investigation that Gervonta Davis probably did it. Even the way Jake Paul announced that shit was bullshit. We will be looking into this and be fair to all parties involved. Fuck you, Jake. Because if you pulled out of that fight and Gervonta didn't do it, we're not going to forget, Jake. We got memory, Jake. We like the long argument, Jake. I hope you pulled some bullshit, Jake. Because honestly, that's what didn't Gervonta say that to Jake? He said, if I find out you pull off any bullshit, you're pulling any bullshit. Well, they pulled the bullshit. I'm waiting for 30 days. At 30 days, fuck Sean Vitale, fuck Dan Rayfield, and I don't mean no disrespect to you, but fuck Ray Jackson, fuck all you niggas that just act like you can throw somebody's name in the mud with no proof whatsoever, bro. Fuck Tim Bradley. Gervonta what a dummy. He dropped his bag. Now I'm telling you, they were all on that bullshit. If 30 days pass, and he is not charged, and if that civil suit goes away, this is just another example of you guys being what's bad for the sport of boxing. You guys, the media, are bad people, period. You're hypocrites. You're liars. You guys, all your interests, you're more than willing to flip because you think you're so influential. We're not going to be influential. Honestly, bro, I don't even think you guys are that influential. I don't. If you guys jumped on that bandwagon and you find out that nothing happened, The damage you did to Gervonta's name cannot be taken back, Sean Vitale. You know why, Vitale? You're the one I'm talking to. Because you try to present yourself as a reasonable person. You present as a reasonable, thorough person. But now you're looking like an influence peddler. Under this, I mean, I know in the past, but this time I just feel like I understand where he's coming from. This is the best business decision for MVP promotions. Well, you know why? Because I'm going to need some of them MVP interviews. Whatever, man. Bro, who knows? I don't know what their contract said. All I'm saying is this. You guys mudslung on Gervonta Davis so hard, so fast, and it just stopped out of the blue. It was like a 5-day media cycle where they just went at him. And now, and then the fight was canceled. A shit you guys never even wanted to happen. You guys are then trying to sell and make offers to Jake Paul for Jake Paul to fight somebody else. I wouldn't be surprised if Shakur Stevenson went in there and met when it was like, there's no way that you can beat him. You need to pull out of this fight. He's going to hurt you. Don't take this fight, bro. You're going to get hurt real bad. Get out of the fight. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if all you niggas can find that bullshit, man. Why didn't it have the same energy for Haney? Oh, that's why did the same thing happen to Gervonta after it happened to Devin is my question, Isaiah. Why did this bullshit get put on Gervonta Davis's name and everybody just, including you, Southpaw, including Southpaw. Hey, bro, I heard Southpaw's pro Haney these days. Oh man, y'all niggas is wild as shit, man. I don't watch Southpaw. I hope you well, Southpaw, but somebody told me you pro Haney these days. You say fuck Fanon, and I'm down with the Haneys, bro. Like, man, y'all wild ass boys, bro. Man, that's what I heard. No, seriously, I heard he was riding like dude, he's like fuck Fanon and he's riding with Devin. Man, that shit niggas be wilding, bro. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. And it's like Ray Jackson all of a sudden hates Tank. Like Ray Jackson all of a sudden hates Tank and don't know how to legal. All of a sudden he turned anti-black man, bro, like over fucking night, bro. I'm telling you, man, these guys are so fake, bro. Like just to watch these media guys, man. Just to watch these media guys and the games that they play with their burner accounts and stuff. It's like, bro, there's not that many people into boxing, bro. You guys are talking in an echo chamber trying to convince each other and communicate with each other as to what you guys should believe. If Dan Rayfield says this, then everybody else is going to take the lead and follow with it, bro. You guys are so manufactured and phony, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody, come on and make everybody, the first step is you got to go by Fanon's channel. You got to get a rapport with Fanon. Once you have a rapport with Fanon, you'll be established in the talking community. And after that, what you got to do is you got to turn it on Martin, and then you got to hate Martin from another angle. And then we're going to support you, but then you can attack everything Martin did. Because, of course, Martin, so you can just shit on Martin. Like, bro, these niggas is wild. Saying Ray Jackson turned into a paid actor. Ray Jackson was probably always a paid actor. They don't turn into actors. They just come out of character, bro. That's it, bro. They were actors from beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? They were actors from the beginning, dude. The whole time they were actors, bro. Yeah, and they target the PBC. And they'll and here's the thing. They'll build somebody's reputation up by talking good to you, like, yeah, he's real pro Fanon. He's real pro PBC. Oh, yeah, he's real pro PBC. And look what he's saying now. So that's what they'll do. They'll sit there. They'll be like, yeah, we cool. And then just wait for the perfect opportunity to sell you out, bro. That's what they do. They do it to me all the time. It's like, yeah, we cool. And I'm waiting, bro. Like, seriously, bro. Once somebody try to befriend me on YouTube, I just sit there. I look at the watch. I just look at the clock, and I'm like, man, when are they gonna turn on me, bro? Because I know this shit's gonna come, bro. And when is it gonna happen, man? Hey, man, the benefactor, hell yeah, big benefactor. Jameson Childress in that cash app, in that super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you monstrously. Oh, and that's what somebody also hit in the Cash App. I don't think I looked in the Cash App today. Why is that? Jay Ennis in the building, man. Thank you for the great show. Thank you, brother. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you massively. And Marshawn West with the $5 holler in the Cash App. Thank you, sir, for the support, man. Y'all treat me real well, man. They must have taken the blockade off me, bro. I think they took the blockade off me, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks, bro. I appreciate y'all supporting. Look, man, thank y'all for knowing I'm not crazy. And again, I can be crazy, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. Okay? I'm telling you, I know you guys are running out of money because we're going to make you run out of money. Okay? I know you guys have a lot of money stashed, but we coming to get that too. Okay? The gig is up. I'm just telling you, you guys need to rethink how you approach this thing because you have made some very, very powerful enemies. I'm just telling you, Blue Blood Sports TV has some very, very, very powerful enemies. Yes, he does. Not me. Better believe them niggas are feeling it, bro. Okay? You guys have some very, very, very... Marshane is a queen. All right, Marshane. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, Arena. Read. Man, yes, I did. Jameson Childress with the one. All right, I'm back. Oh, my whole family. My whole family. My whole family. My whole family, bro. My whole family, bro. That's the answer. All I'm going to say is my whole family. My whole family, bro. I'm telling you, my whole family, bro. It ain't me. It's my whole family. I'm telling you. Because, bro, my pops died, bro. My pops passed, man. We got a whole new order, bro. It's a whole new order, bro. You know? Had to be sure. Don't get my alerts through ASAP like I used to, bro. Oh, okay. Oh, that's because I didn't hit that. I think I hit that. Oh, I replied. I think I was like, yeah, you good? Okay, cool. Yeah. Nah, man, I'm just telling you, bro. Like Turkey Al Sheik's got some very powerful. Honestly, I shouldn't have said blue blood. I don't give a fuck. Nobody really give a fuck about that nigga. I really meant like Turkey Al Sheik, bro. Turkey Al Sheik got some big enemies, bro. He really, really does, dog. I'm telling you, you got some big ones, bro. Shout out Fanon with the swag. Nice shirt, dude. Thank you, man. Fanon, I just want to make sure you got my super chat because of the comment, more of the super chat. Oh, let me get the comment. I thought I got that for sure. Deborah Booker. She said, Martin, I just want to give you all my condolences from my heart. You were there for me when I went through my health issues, and I want to say rest in peace to your wonderful father. Thank you so much, man. Greg Hack said, boots this, boots that before the Lubin fight. Now we want to see Spence for the money. Why not? Why not say that before the fight? Oh, I didn't say that. No, Greg, you don't understand where I'm. What's up, OG9? Nah, I don't think you get where I'm coming from. Let me tell you what I'm saying. I'm saying, looking at it from a business point of view, bro. I don't give a fuck what happens. I want to see Jerron in his fight Vergil. And I want to see Vergil fight. I want to see Jerron fight Errol. I want to fight Vergil. Only reason I brought up Errol is because as soon as Errol started walking in there and started talking, all of a sudden they started hating on Errol. Like, no, we can't have this. So my thing was not more about Jerron. Honestly, the fight that I prefer to take place next is Jerron versus Vergil Ortiz. I'm just saying, dog, Vergil Ortiz is about to beat Jerron's about to beat the shit out of Vergil Ortiz. That's what I think. Man, that shit pivoting over to the left like that shit, You know what I mean? And the way he comes at them niggas like that, bro, I think that's going to be tough. Oh, Golden Boy. Oh, okay. Thanks, bro. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, yeah. And plus, Greg, I was going to say I can't make no fights. Shout out to the great city of Philly, man. Errol stole the show and he didn't even fight. You know what's wild? Yeah, I got to do one of those videos on Errol. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'll do that shit tomorrow, man. I don't know what I feel like doing today, bro. Boots is going to, didn't they say, weren't people saying just last, oh, hold on, man. Who reported that Errol was retiring? Nah, that shit's not going to happen. All he did is go to the locker room. He just went to the locker room and shook hands, right? Boots going to knock Vergil out and it will be on money. Yeah. I mean, look, bro, my money's on Jerron on that. They're going to discredit Vergil after that fight, though. But Isaiah said, I would rather see Vergil fight Spence, Charlo before Boots. I mean, look, bro, I'll take both, man. I don't care, bro. Thanks, Simon. So, yeah, I don't care, bro. Honestly, whoever's going to make the fight, let's make the fights, bro. I was happy that I got to see a Vergil fight last night. The shit was too fast for me. But my God, bro. Fanon, do everybody a favor and go away? Sure, I'll go away. You first, nigga. You first. What did it say? Yeah, I know. No, hey, no. Watch this. They made that shit up yesterday. You cannot get on with a same day account anymore. You had to have created your account at least a day ago for the specific purpose of coming to talk to me. So I know how important I am. Thank you very much. So me for real, man. As soon as I was like, you know what? I'm not going to allow people to comment unless they've had their channel more than a day. You all literally have to sit there and wait 24 fucking hours before you have to be subscribed for 24 hours before you can comment, which means you guys literally go and create different avatars, different things a day in advance to prepare for my live stream. Your homework was find out a new handle so that you can go and leave a comment on Fanon's page. That has to be in your bot work. You guys have to actually think about that and do that 24 hours in advance. Do you know what that tells a person like me about you? No, I'm serious. Do you know what that tells me? It reveals that you need me. It reveals that you need me. You need me. You guys didn't just disappear off my channel. I threw you niggas off my channel. So now you guys can't come up here and start all that argument. You need me. So you got to find a way to leave a comment. So you got to wait and plan a day ahead of time. I own you bitches. I own you. I live beyond rent free in your head, bro. You literally gotta get up by 7 o'clock. It's 24 hours. So you got to make sure by 8 a.m. today that you created your avatar for tomorrow. Think about this. The dudes that are going to heckle me tomorrow had to make their new channels before I started my show today. So they woke up this morning to create a new handle for tomorrow. And they will wake up tomorrow before this show starts to create a new handle for the next day. Bitch, you work for me. You work for me. Literally, bro. Like, man, what's wrong with y'all? Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. No, you know, as soon as you block them. No, not as soon as they block them. Because if I block you in the middle of the show, oh, yeah, I guess you can't wait. You may not be able to get back on until that point in time. Like, bro, you got to really work hard to do this shit. You got to put some work in to talk to me, man. I'm an important dude in your life. I'm an important man in your life. If you do that, it's like you got to fill out a timesheet for me or something. You're like, oh shit, I got to make my fake thing so I can talk to Martin. So I'm going to get it done before 8 o'clock. I'm on a deadline. Barbara D, 2017. Not 2013, 2017. Yep. I said, it's been working. They've been working hard to hate, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, just that little thing. Just that little thing tells you how hard they got to work to talk to me, bro. Just to talk to me, man. Run them subs up. Man, nah, I block them niggas all the time. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. You can't get no smoke. Takes too long to reload. Hey, seriously, man, they don't want, bro, you know don't nobody want no smoke with me. Let's just be real. Y'all know y'all don't want no smoke. I mean, y'all can only motherfucking gang up on people. Like, seriously, bro. Like Jodeci. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all some sorry ass niggas, bro. To have to do that, I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy, bro. You niggas had to send a fake lawsuit at me and try to ruin my reputation by saying that I was being sued for lies. Martin has been sued for telling lies. Ain't that what they told you? Hey, can you put a 1 in the chat if Blue Blood said that I got sued for telling lies? Can you just put a 1 in the chat if you heard Champside say that I was sued for telling lies? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you heard Coach Alibi, Coach Alibi? If you heard him say I got sued for telling a lie. All them niggas was lying. All of them got together to tell the same lie. They all got together. Said, yep, with his nostrils flared up. All you niggas did that and lied. Just bold-faced lied in unison. Watch me say the same shit I said before. I, Martin Blackwell, am of the opinion that Terrence Crawford looks like a juice monster. Let's get it back. I, Martin Blackwell, of solid mind and body, do hereby state that it is my personal opinion that Terrence Crawford looks like a juice monster. See, I said it again. And ain't no lawsuits gonna ever come off that. You know why? Because I have the right to express my opinion. Because when I tell you that it's my opinion, you know that it is not a stated fact. Unlike when Jake Paul said that he saw a videotape, or he implied that, he said that there was a videotape of Gervonta Davis punching his girlfriend in the face. That's what he said was true. Now, if that's not true, that's a lie. The girl herself says that there is no videotape of that, and she does not even claim to have been punched in the parking lot. So what the fuck was he talking about? Go get your teeth cleaned, bro. Let me tell you something. You waited a year for this, bro. I'm one of the best looking niggas you will ever see, bro. Go get your teeth cleaned, bro. What the fuck? You can't even see my teeth, you bitch. Anyway, stay around, ho. Like I said, stay where you are, ho. Come back tomorrow. I never told you this morning, but I spoke on the phone personally with Coach Malachi because of a comment I made in this channel in regards to your content. And he wanted to speak to me personally. Oh, man, that's good for you. Fuck him. I never did anything to that man in my life for me to deserve the shit that man said about me. I never said anything to that man. Ever. I never did anything to him. Nothing. And I'm not a race baiter. He and Showbiz, the adult, were on that bullshit about me being a race baiter. He's a race baiter. He's a race baiter. Fuck are you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? No, bro, these guys are a bunch of niggas that get together because they're fucking petty ass peons. Peons. You know how many times in my life I've had to deal with jealous peons? He was mad because you was rejecting what he said about you and he got so upset. He want to talk to me on the telephone and I never spoke to him. I followed him again. Man, fuck that dude. I never did anything to that nigga. I never did anything to him. Nothing. For all that bullshit that I got from him, I never did anything to him. He got mad because I don't agree with him. Fuck you. I don't have to agree with you. That doesn't mean I do videos about you, you little fucking ass. But that's all right. You're going to get dealt with, bro. That's okay. You're going to get dealt with. All y'all gonna get dealt with. You're gonna get dealt with. It can take 5 years. It can take 10 years. You're gonna get dealt with. Okay? No, you mudslang. You slander my name. You mudslinged and you slandered my name is what you guys do. You slander me. You guys called me a fucking pedophile. You niggas called me a clickbaiter. Told me I was lying. You guys said all kind of shit on your channel all the time to keep people from wanting to support me. You little fucking midgets. You're a liar, nigga. Who gives a fuck what you heard, bro? Hey, somebody unblock Buck Hunter, bro. Oh, no, I got who the fuck I wanted to get. Black Thunder. You've never heard Martin like this before? Shut the fuck up. I'm like this shit every day. You cornballs try to say the same shit all the time. When I start going in on you clowns, you always want to act like you win. Oh, he got upset at what I said. I win. No, you little bitch. You try to upset somebody and they get upset. You don't win because you try to upset somebody. The only fucking thing is you're going to get some nigga coming at you for you continually trying to fuck with people. Okay? That's what Layla Ali just did to Clarissa Shields. She got so sick of that bullshit out of Clarissa Shields that she roasted Clarissa Shields. Because she got sick of these niggas laying there, her back, Clarissa laying her shoulder on her back. Walking around not doing nothing to Clarissa Shields at all, but Clarissa Shields got some nasty shit to say to her for 8 straight years, bro. I ain't never done nothing to you niggas. You're just jealous. That's what you are. You ain't got no pub outside of YouTube. Nothing. All you got is some fake ass jackets that don't nobody want to buy and some bullshit back alley fucking way to get paid. Okay, that's all you guys got. I don't want your fake subscribers. I don't want to interview fighters. I don't want to do what you want to do. I don't want a glad hand with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Fuck Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to Bob Arum. I don't want to talk to Al Heyman. I don't want to be buddies with anybody in the boxing community. I don't think that I'm going to be Stephen A. Smith when this gets done. I'm not willing to hold myself out like Showbiz did. I'm not willing to hold myself out to you all. You know what I mean? That fake ass Letterman's jacket, like somebody, like any grown motherfuckers is wearing Letterman's jackets with your name on it to boot. Fuck out of here. Know what I mean? Anyway, some people said it was warranted because Layla was being petty and trying to push her products. Man, look, it doesn't matter. Layla Ali, I'm sure, can be a difficult person and an arrogant person. I'm sure. But Clarissa Shields said the same shit to Keith Thurman. What's the excuse? What's the excuse for Keith Thurman? You can say, okay, Layla Ali's an asshole. Layla Ali's a bitch. Layla Ali, right? Okay, well, what happened with Keith Thurman? Clarissa. What happened with, because this is not an isolated incident. You also did that to Keith Thurman. Are you telling me that Keith Thurman was not seriously entertaining a fight with you? Clarissa was talking about she wanted to fight Keith Thurman. And she was acting as serious about fighting Keith Thurman as she was about fighting Layla Ali. She was using Keith Thurman's name, running Keith Thurman's name through the mud for a fight she said she wanted with Keith Thurman. Come on. It's not like I'm surprised Layla Ali didn't use the Keith Thurman shit and be like, she actually claims she wants to fight Keith Thurman. Clarissa Shields has 3 knockouts in her career, and she's going to fight Keith one-time Thurman. Richland said, for that raw cooking with no cut. Yes, sir. I'll tell you the straight truth. I mean, for real, these dudes, them guys who are on, man, these dudes been on a hate campaign with me for about 7 fucking years. Ever since I got on here, there's been a concerted effort to try to get me off of here. Constantly, bro. And these same people, because I'm not going to be, and that's why they do it to Gervonta. That's why they do it to Errol. That's why they do it to the PBC. That's elementary to identify your kid by having their names printed on their clothes. Man, grow the hell up. What is that? Andre, what do you say? When I go to Neiman Marcus, if I want to go, shout out to the Loaded Gloves. I don't know what that, you guys are confusing me. Anyway, let me put a link in the chat in case anybody want to chop it up. Pretending she can beat a man is diabolical. Why? Diabolical is diabolical, bro. That little bug-eyed nigga is always. Hey, bro. Why does that nigga bug eyes always look at the camera like this? What the fuck is that look, bro? For now, and that's what she said in her raps. Oh, okay. Bro, that nigga be looking like, bro, he looked like he in the middle of a fart. Am I making this seriously, man? That nigga be looking at you like he want to grab your nuts or something, bro. Motherfucking nigga. Man, what is going on with that nigga, bro? I mean, I'm serious, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that nigga. Like, yeah, it's like he's smelling the booty on the cover. It's like he's smelling booty on his lips or something. You know what I'm saying? What is with that fucking facial expression, bro? Man, I don't even know, bro. I completely agree because I've been there through the whole thing and I've been cussed out by all of them for supporting you. For supporting you, because every time they say something, I would support. Blue block me. Yeah, man, let me tell you something, man. I don't got a beef. That nigga can't beef with me. He's a peon. Fuck are you talking about? Look, bro, let me tell you. He's a peon, bro. I can't cut with him. He's a peon. Bro, I can't. Bro, you have to understand. He's a peon, dog. I can't talk to peons. There's no beef with a peon. The nigga's a peon. That nigga's a peon, bro. He's a peon. What the fuck? I mean, he's a fucking little peon, bro. Like, hell no. Fuck that nigga. I mean, he's a peon, bro. Come on, bro. He's a peon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't kumbaya with peons, dog. That shit is, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't even understand that shit. You say that shit to me like that nigga's somebody. That nigga is a peon actor, bro. He's an actor, bro. He's an actor. He's not real. That nigga is a fake character, bro. That's a character, bro. That nigga, you know what I'm talking? It's like you trying me to squash my beef with goddamn what's his name, like Debo or some shit. Nigga. Squash your beef with Debo. Nigga, Debo is a fucking character in a movie. I am not a character in a movie, okay? I can't cut with a character. He's not real, okay? You see what I'm saying? He's not it's not, that's why he doesn't use his real name, okay? That's why he doesn't use his real name. He's not using his real person because he's playing a character, bro. Let me tell you, Coach Malachi is playing a character, bro. The character is Coach Malachi. Blue Blood is playing a character. That character is Blue Blood Sports TV. Okay. Boxing Hackers, but you guys are all playing characters. That's why you got all these names that are not your real names. You guys are fucking playing characters. I told you that I'm going to put Ricos on you niggas. I'm not playing a character. I'm a nigga that will put a Rico on you, nigga. Like, for real. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you got to understand, bro, these niggas' inside sources are like way down the line, bro. They're way down the line. They're petty niggas. They're low class, not low class people, even though some of these niggas are low class people too, but they're just low level, no fucking body type niggas, bro. They're not pulling those strings. You better not be telling jokes. I'm not motherfucking joking. I'm telling you the damn truth. They're peons. Nigga, you guys are peons, bro. All right, let me tell you a story, bro, so I tell you what it is, all right? When my pops, rest in peace, worked for IBM, okay? He worked for IBM. Do you know how many levels there were to IBM? There was level from goddamn the Watsons at the top all the way down to people that were like entry level data entry clerks, right? Everybody's in that organization. All right? So just imagine me as being let's say I'm a senior vice president, okay? Just give me the title of senior vice president. I am not going to be beefing with a data entry worker. Blue Blood's a data entry worker, bro. He's not doing shit to nobody. He don't matter to nothing. That nigga can be replaced tomorrow. They've already replaced the nigga 3 times. Like, there's a new one coming up next week. They try to replace these niggas with guys like Claymore Rain. Claymore Rain just didn't fucking pan out. They tried. I'm telling you, that's all they're doing. They grow these guys up into an area and they get a certain level of responsibility within an organization. But bro, you guys are peons, man. You're peons. I don't care if I'm black and you black too. Nigga, you're a peon. Like David Thompson, I can't be, man, David Thompson, when I, like, say I work for IBM and I was like a security, you know, like you start off like, what do you call it? You know, like an associate. You start off an associate. Man, you know, like a man, what was it, man? An analyst, right? Like a systems analyst. Bro, if you're a systems analyst, you better shut your ass up talking as a systems analyst around a senior VP, bro. He said, bro, we know you're not crazy. We rocking with you 100%, bro. Appreciate you, Miss Lady T. I'm just telling you, the nigga that wanted to tell me to make up, man, I don't have no real beef, bro. I don't have no beef with these guys. These guys don't dislike me. They're my fans. They want to be friends. They do. They want to be friends bad, bro. They do. I get the calls. They would love it if I would be stupid enough to be friends with them niggas. No. Half the reason you niggas got any clout is because I befriended your asses. I'm not going to befriend him. Matter of fact, I'm telling everybody I don't fuck with you. So good luck getting your stuff. Ms. Lay said, Mar, we know you're not lying. What you are saying are facts, and they hate it. Yeah, they hating it. But let's get back onto this boxing for the last 5 minutes. Can I get some hate out of somebody? I was supposed to put this up here. Yo, I know you're watching. You niggas are peons, bro. I'm serious, bro. Like peon. Hey, what up, Ali Boso? My man Ali Boso in the building. What up, Ali Boso? Look, man. You niggas are peons. I'm not a peon. Okay? Turkey Al-Sheikh is a peon. I'm not a peon. I'm telling you that nigga's a peon. You can do the structure of the Saudi Arabian government and know for sure that Turkey Al-Sheikh is a peon. He's a peon to who? He's a peon to the Saudi royal family. That is a peon, bro. The guy with any real pull is Mohammed bin Salam. Troy had said, I'm almost positive for non-international boxing is the best morning boxing live stream. Bro, they started, you know what? Nobody used to go on at this time. Bill counter programmed me with, I could go into Bill Haney for a while. Let me get this cash app. Thank y'all, man, for y'all support, bro. Will Rogers in the building with the $10 holler, brother. Yes, sir. With the $10 holler. Big $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much. We have thank you. Thank you. I know I'm back. Tell me when 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 I'm back. Anybody can hear me, tell me that I'm back so I know that you guys can hear me. Please tell me that you know that you can hear me. I genuinely look forward to chopping it up. Okay, we back. Cool. Cool. I genuinely looking forward to chopping it up with you, Mr. Martin, and all the lovely loyals in the chat. Y'all the best. Thanks, man. We've got real people in our chat, bro. Real boxing fans over here. And it's not a cult, man. You guys can disagree with me. You guys are more than welcome to come back and disagree with me. You really are. Gold Bronze, what up, man? But I don't want you guys to think, I'm not making up with, let me say something, man. If you guys see me walking with them dudes, unsubscribe. I mean it. Like if you see me being cool and buddying with Bill Haney, bro, for sure unsubscribe. Because something happened to me. Somebody stole my body and is impersonating me. Like, I mean that shit. If y'all catch me selling out, but I rock with all of them. They just need to work better together and give us more fights. Yeah, I ain't really tripping on, man. I fuck with Golden Boy now. Matchroom, you know what it is. I'm just trying to tell you, man, if I start rocking with them niggas, I was cloned. Be like, man, that's a spy. That's somebody. That ain't Martin. Let me see your birthmark, Negro. Let me see your birthmark. That's that's not the kid, bro. That's not the kid. Not finna happen. But when they know you, then we know you really lost. If I see you with, I'm lost. I'm lost. You're like, man, this nigga, something happened. Something happened. Because that don't jive with my reality, bro. I definitely know what it is with Matchroom, Martin. Eddie and his pops, not so much. Yeah, I mean, look, bro, if they would stop all this anti-American shit, I'm a patriot. That's why I don't fuck with Eddie Hearn. Because he's not an American promoter. I was fucking with Jake Paul, but I don't fuck with Jake Paul no more either. What the fuck is this? You know, I'm just because he's so anti-American. I'm serious, man. These guys turned me into somebody, man. I don't fuck with a lot of these people, man. If you're not a black American, bro, our domestic policy has nothing to do with you. I'm sorry, bro. We got black people, like we split black. It's so easy to do it, though. It's all right, though. We got the money. Yeah, they cloned Fanon. I'm telling you, that's what I always, man, let me tell you something, bro. That's what fucking showbiz looks like to me, bro. I'm like, man, what is this nigga on, bro? He's from Chicago with that. I'm from Chicago. Man, nigga is not from Chicago. Fucking A. Bro, this dude said fucking A. Bro, you are not from, you know where you're from if you say fucking A? You're from where white people are. He said, man, fucking A. Fucking A. Fucking A. That's white boy shit, bro. That's what a white boy say. White boys say fucking A. Black people in Chicago don't say fucking A. White people say fucking A. So I was like, man, nigga saying fucking A. Bro, come on, bro. You a white boy. Fucking A. Oh, my God. Once I'm done with these principles, I'm done for show. Oh, say, hey, I'm completely with you for now. Once I'm done based on principles, I'm done for sure. Yeah, I can't get back with you, bro. I mean, fucking A, man. Fucking A, man. That's what white boys say when they get mad. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Come on, man. Fucking A. Don't be asking me that. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Don't put that shit on us. Fucking A, man. Kurt said, don't put that shit on us. Fucking A, man. Hey, can we give him the white boys, bro? With that yellow, that man got a tramp stamp on the back of his. That nigga is walking around with a tramp stamp on the back of his head, bro. This nigga got a big blonde tramp stamp on the back. He shaved a tramp stamp into the back of his head, bro. Anyway, bro, I know you niggas is fugazi, bro. I know that's how y'all getting ahead, bro. Dog, you niggas are sleeping your way to the top, bro. By the way, let's also bust something else out here, okay? Hey, since I'm in the midst of busting niggas out, you niggas are sleeping your way to the top. Yeah, you are. You dudes, fucking A, man. No, fucking A, man. That's that white boy shit. Fucking A, man. Hey, bro. I know y'all sleeping y'all way to the top, bro. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And I ain't talking about women, nigga. Y'all out there giving up that thing, the diddy. Boy, y'all out of here getting diddled and diddied. Hey, man, did you know that you can become a made man by getting diddled and dabbled? I didn't know that, bro. Because they got the mob, you know, they make you do those things, bro. Hey, man, they got you going through them rituals, dog. They got you doing them rituals, dog. How y'all get made, bro? Man, them niggas, hey, bro, them niggas was swallowing the baloney, bro. Them niggas was swallowing the baloney for a YouTube channel, dog. Hey, nigga washing down baloney with milk. That nigga washing down baloney with milk, nigga, for a YouTube channel, dog. You know. Girls for babies, boys for fun. Let's also talk about the fact that y'all niggas some whole hand-holding ass niggas with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Y'all was so happy to get Turkey here, bro. You don't care that Turkey got ring card boys. Turkey. Unlimited funds. My man got unlimited funds. God, niggas doing something strange for a piece of change. Y'all doing something strange for a piece of change, dog. We know. That's why they hate me, bro, because I'll be out here telling the truth on these things. I know y'all, bro, we know how people, Martin, y'all niggas. I crossed the burning sands, bro. Just so you know, I went through secret rituals myself, okay? I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and we have a pledge process by which we have to do certain things in order to prove our loyalty to our brotherhood. So you guys got booty bandit brotherhoods. So it's only logical to know exactly what you booty bandit groups are going to do to prove that you're booty bandits. I mean, you can't just fake being a bandit. You can't. You got to show them you're willing to rob. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when them guys are out there trying to put their little cabals together, you know, they got the little cabal. Everybody's, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You kiss my cheek, I'll kiss yours. We know, dog. Diddly 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 dee, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 dee, diddly 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 do. Oh man, dog, y'all paid the price, bro. Y'all paid the ultimate price, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You paid the ultimate price, didn't you, bro? You gave it up, didn't you, dog? You let them turn you out, didn't they? You let them turn you out, didn't you? But didn't they, dog? Didn't they? They turned you out. Did they turn you out? I just need to know, dog. How many years did it take for them to turn you niggas out? Because you probably wasn't that way in the beginning, man. You know, when you was 13, 14. But then, you know, you was a sucker nigga that niggas didn't really like, bro. And you try to figure out, man, I need to get a job, you know. Y'all know y'all are, dog. Y'all know y'all are. Y'all know y'all are. Y'all know y'all are. Don't act like y'all ain't, bro. Because y'all say 5 hours with 6 guys in a back room, bro. There were no women at that table, nigga. They had dinner with 15 niggas, no women present. Nigga. Say they just need a slight push. If you, I know you fucking laugh. Anyway, man, bro, I know that you guys had to pay a high price to get to where you are in the organization, and I know that you think that you're a big deal. I just want to let you know that you guys are all peons, nigga. Literally. Like when I say certain you niggas are peons, I mean, I think really in order for you niggas to get into your organization, I literally think you needed to get on 2 knees and literally, nigga, do exactly what I said. I believe they literally pissed on your head just so they knew the humiliation rituals. That's what they call a humiliation ritual and shit. Them peon ass niggas. I can't imagine what they did to you peon ass niggas. Dog, if you are a noob, you know what I'm talking about. Bro, there is a pledge process. During that pledge process, you change. Yes, you do. During your pledge process, during the time in which you are entering into your Greek organization, your Rosicrucian organization, whenever you're getting there, there's a period of time, bro, where you go through, when you go to law school, when you go to trucking school, whenever you go through a process of indoctrination, you've been indoctrinated, bro, and you see the world differently when you get out of that. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of all male organizations that, you know, they just so happen to like men. So they will make you do things to prove that you also like men. You can't be faking it. You know what I mean? You can't get on the inside of the LGBTQ without them being like, okay, which one are you? And if you don't show them, they're not going to believe you. So what I think is, because look, I'm a noob. They were like, nigga, you going to approve it. Slap me all over the place. You know, noobs don't play. We don't haze. But you know what it is. You got to go through it. They put you through it. They like, it's not going to be easy. You going to want to quit. You going to be, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. And I know you there because you fucking with Turkey and the ring card boys. You got guys with nails and braids. Why do you continually have to objectify women? Why do you have to continually objectify women? Why do you objectively objectify women? That's not good. Why do we need, if there's 2 women fighting, why do you need a ring card girl? You know what I'm saying? Man, you know you guys are bringing that into, you guys got it in, man, you got it in basketball, but that's okay because those are regular people. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. You can do what you want with your life, all of that good old stuff. I am making fun of you a little bit, so there is some joking in this. But at the same time, bro, I want you same ass dude ass Negroes to be okay in your life. You know what I mean? So maybe you can all get together and leave me the fuck alone. Go through it to get to it. Yeah, you got to go through it, man. You got to go through it, and it's worth going through. But life is a pledge process, man. You know, you change, you go through ups and downs in life, man, and you got to stay loyal to the people that were loyal to you, man. That's why I rock with these PBC dudes. And I'm going to be loyal to these PBC dudes till they retire. You know what I mean? Some of these ninjas just allowing this to be their new hustles with no principles or exceptions. Yeah. I mean, it's a good hustle. You know what I mean? It's a good side job if you can get it. If you can, if you can talk boxing, something you really love and make money doing it, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I used to support other people in doing that all the time. I'm just not going to do it anymore because now it's corporate. Boxing media talk is now on YouTube is very corporate. It's just that you don't recognize the corporate for what it is. Like what was the LDBC went corporate? I mean, that shit was owned, man. They dude told me he owned them. He said, I own the LDBC. That's what Bill Haney told me. I own the LDBC. I was like, Bill, you don't own me, buddy. Okay, you own the LDBC. Great. You don't own me, buddy. You don't own me, little guy. Ain't no owning of me, little dude. You know? And then when they find out they can't own you, that's when you get your problem. That's why I always run into problems. Everybody loves me. Not everybody, obviously. I get along with a lot of people until they find out that they can't run me. You know? And that's why it's corporate. Yeah, it's so corporate. The LDBC went corporate. I mean, it is. I mean, look how they're doing the shit. Like everybody is putting on the same act, the same faces, the same bullshit, bro. You know? I mean, they're just corporate. They're not legit. I mean, corporate means they're organized and it's more than one channel. It's a group of people that are trying to spread a message out. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. I've been here for 2:15. Thank y'all so much for chopping it up with me on this lovely Tuesday. Thank y'all for the support, man, really. Because when you guys support in the chat, man, it really tells people what the deal is, you know? Yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let me get out of here. Let me let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And I'm out. Deuce Equis. Peace.